Yo, 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 what it do? What it be, y'all? It's your boy, Agent A-N-T, repping the spell block agency, all that shit. And today, coming to y'all with a little Modern Warfare commentary and all that. And I'm just trying to get all these little Modern Warfare clips off my system. So I just took the best ones and just kind of still putting them on videos type shit. But getting rid of all this content, moving on to some Cold War content, maybe some new Apex videos here in the future. But figured I'd get rid of all my old shit first. So here it is. I got this little Modern Warfare. Might have a few more, but oh well. But on to the video. So throughout history, we found these things called out of place artifacts, which are basically artifacts that we've found that challenges or puts into question our understanding of how advanced an ancient civilization actually was, or even makes us question the timeline of human history. Now, throughout history, a lot of these out of place artifacts have mostly been debunked as fake or misdated, such as the Koso artifact, which was just a 1920 spark plug, or the crystal skulls, which were thought to be ancient Mayan artifacts, but they were actually just made in 19th century Germany. And some out of place artifacts are genuinely a mystery, though, like the Nazca lines and the 11th century Norse coin found in Maine, which I'll probably talk about those and other out of place artifacts probably in future videos. But today I'm going to be talking about the hidden character stone, which it's relatively, it's kind of new as far as I could tell in terms of a historical mystery kind of. It's new, and there's not really there's not really a lot. I did a lot of digging, and the only thing that I could really find was Wikipedia articles. And there was an article of someone who had actually visited this hidden character stone, and those were pretty dope. And I guess there was actually a Chinese show that kind of covered local Chinese mysteries. They did an episode on that, but I don't even know how to see it, to be honest with you. I don't know Chinese, so I don't know how to look for the show. I mean, they gave what is it, references to it, the external links on Wikipedia, but any kind of link I followed was pretty much a dead end. So yeah, but pretty much this mystery was discovered in 2002. So pretty much in 2002, there was a set of archaeologists just kind of trolling this land named Ping Tang, which they were just looking for kind of photo spots, just kind of surveying the land type shit, and they just happened to find these glyphs, if you will, in Chinese, reading that the Communist Party of China will perish. So, of course, the last part is kind of censored. So, most people read it as just the Communist Party of China. Or, they just completely censor out the whole will perish part, but it's there. So literally, it's the last character. And, to my knowledge, the only Chinese archaeological experts that discovered it have really gotten a chance to analyze it. But no further investigations have really been done with it. there hasn't been really any word of it in the archaeological community. Like, it's not even really nationally known, but I'll get to more of that, like, in a minute. But yeah, like, it kind of raises some red flags of it being a hoax, being that no other, like, no other archaeologists have, like, seen it, or, like, no other reports or studies have been done on it, and it's not really being allowed to be looked at right now, which is absolutely crazy to me. But, you know, if it was real, you know, wouldn't you want the whole world to see it? Or, you know, maybe because of what it says, maybe they don't want it to be found, if you will. But the facts are that the area where the glyphs were discovered wasn't really touched by humans for centuries. And something that the glyphs were maybe carved during the Cultural Revolution in China. But again, there hasn't been any expert to analyze it and confirm the date of, like, the carvings, or if they formed naturally, you know, or if they were carved even, you know. Nothing. So either, you know, in the rock, that you know, it's a natural formation of rock, kind of, and it had to have, you know, it cracked open, you know, sometime in, you know, the late, you know, sometime in the past type shit. Because, you know, I'll try and put the a picture of it and kind of like the location of it in the thumbnail, and that's kind of like, that's where it's located. So it's kind of, not a lot of people could fit or, like, carve it, but you would also need, like, a ladder to get to it, kind of type shit, you know. So it wouldn't be easy to, like, get up there. You know, somebody would definitely notice somebody going up there, you know, and carving it, or, you know, if it was man-made. But no, you know, no word has really been like, oh, you know, this guy did it, or anything like that. And the rock that, you know, the carving, or, you know, that the glyphs were formed on is over, you know, it's a 200, you know, almost 300 million year old rock. It's been dated at 270 million years old. So sometime in 270 million years, this writing got here somehow, some way, you know. So, I mean, whether it was, how far back it was remains to be seen, you know, especially because of the manner in which they're written. But, you know, again, I'll get to that more, you know, here in a minute. Like I said, so either 200 million years ago, when the rock was first forming, there was either a prehistoric communist party ruling over what would have been Laurasia during the Jurassic period, or sometime during the 1900s, someone would carve a rebellious message on a rock that would later be used as a tourist attraction to actually support the very thing the rebel was protesting. Because even though the hidden character stone is surrounded by mystery and seems to be another modern hoax, it has become a tourist attraction to the surrounding areas. And it's called the Savior Stone, like I said, to locals, because the sixth character or letter on the glyphs is often censored. Yet, as I said, the glyphs read from left to right, and it's a mix of traditional and simplified Chinese characters, which, you know, it kind of rules out the glyphs being the work of the People's Liberation Army, because supposedly they never went to Pingtang. They never went in that direction when they were, like, being marched out of China, or, you know, shit like that. I have to do kind of more research on that. But that's according to, you know, maps, and, you know, where they marched. You know, they didn't even enter anywhere near that area. So for them, or someone from the People's Liberation Army, to carve something like that wouldn't make sense. How the fuck did they get all the way over there if they never went anywhere near that area? So maybe their message spread? I don't know. No one really does. But like I said, and it couldn't have been the CPC. They've been ruled out too, because it was ruled that the simplified characters were carved kind of before the CPC made any simplifications. Like, and that's another thing too, is like, how would they know? Like, if if the characters were carved out before the CPC made any simplifications, then how were their simplifications? Like, how are there simplified Chinese characters before they simplified it? You know, like, that doesn't compute with my fucking brain, but, you know, that's just me. So, the exact date of when the glyphs were made, or even how they got there, is unknown, because the stone where the glyphs are carved is situated kind of between a narrow gap between two cliffs. You know, like I said, barely enough room to fit two people to stand, like, adjacent to, and they're up pretty tall. So it would have taken time to get up to the glyphs, and then it would have taken time to get up to the spot to carve them over and over, you know, and keep moving over. You know, it just doesn't make sense, you know? But it would have, like I said, it would have taken time to get to that specific spot. Plus, like if it was a modern protest, like if it was taken sometime early in the 2000s or even late 90s, they could have done it in a more public manner. You know, we got the internet. You could protest, you know, and get, you know, your voice heard nowadays. But you know, you could even get your message across in a less mysterious manner. You feel me? Like, why protest and no one really knows who's protesting? You know, we know pretty much what you're protesting at this point, because, you know, you're pretty much predicting the death of the Communist Party. But I'm just saying, you know, why hide it in between, like, two little cliffs, pretty much? It's strange. Really, really strange. Maybe it is to draw tourism. You know, that's one theory, is that it's just a hoax to increase, you know, tourism in that area, which it did. You know, new roads have been paved. Buildings went from being straw and mud to being, like, actual concrete in this shit. Went from a small village to being, you know, kind of like a local tourist spot. So, shit. Maybe. But I mean, that would make kind of the most sense at this point. But, you know, but like I said, if it was just for the tourists, I mean, there's more ways to get tourists. I mean, there's some smart people over there. There's, you know, carving something in between these waterfalls in strange, and the message is strange, and how it is written is strange, because why wouldn't you just write it in one form of Chinese, and it's written left to right? You know, that wasn't, supposedly when it was carved or formed, it wouldn't have been practiced at the time, you know, because left to right writing was only around for like a short time in Japan, or not Japan, China, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's just me though. It just, nothing really adds up. Nothing really is concrete to be like, aha, like this is it. This is why these are there. No, it just all weird. But you know, and again, why would they even risk drawing the ire, or, you know, making perhaps the Chinese leader upset? Like, what if the Chinese leader caught wind, okay, there's a little village in Pingtang or something, you know, that got a rock that says, you know, one day we gonna perish. But, you know, we've been censoring it, but, you know, they're really not even interested in it. Like, I haven't seen any, like, solid, like, reputable, like, National Geographic, I haven't seen do, like, an article on it or anything like that. You know, Britannica, nothing. But then again, it's like, we don't even know, like I said, like I did the video before about the Chinese pyramids, and we don't even know a lot about those. We don't even know about we don't know much about the first emperor. His burial. Like, we know a lot about the first emperor of China, but his burial chamber, we have no idea what's down there because it's so irradiated. You know? This is just, China, and of course, you know, the media in China isn't, you know, the best. Well, not as far as we know. That's what we've been told. They suppress a lot of information, so we've been told. But, you know, so do we. I feel like a lot of shit is classified nowadays. Our tax dollars are used for black projects. So, you know, it's not like we're really much better. We're just kind of better at hiding it. I get. Well, I don't know. Our propaganda. There's propaganda on both sides. No, I'm just saying though. But for real. But like I said, it could have backfired heavily if, you know, these motherfuckers found out. Okay, they got a whole carving saying we gon' perish. Fuck that. Fuck that stone. Destroy that shit. Make that stone perish. How that feel? Fucking stone. The fuck? Goofy. But, you know, they could be like that. That's kind of why I'm like, so is it a hoax? Like, that's why they're not really tripping on it there. Like, let these little, you know, farmers, you know, get their little tourist spot on. They're not even tripping on that. You know, for the party. Good comrade. I don't know. It's just, like I said, it doesn't make sense. Could have been used for a tourist attraction. Could have been an ancient communist party in the Jurassic period, ruling over dinosaurs and shit, you know. Making sure that the working man, you know, owned his workplace. I don't really know the fundamentals of communism, to be honest with you. I'm an American, though, so that shit leads to, what is it? I don't know. I should have stayed in school, honestly. Socialism leads to communism. There you go. It's a little America 101 for y'all. But anyways. But yeah. We don't really know a lot because, you know, hasn't been a lot of coverage. Plus the media out there hasn't really covered it at all either. For, you know, maybe for specific reasons. Maybe they just don't know about it. You know, maybe they're not trying to know about it. You feel me? Maybe they've been told about it. They're like, yeah, they capping though. So we're not worried about that shit. You know, they said we gonna perish, bro, but we here right now. So maybe that's how they took it. I'd like to think that there was a 270 million year old Jurassic period communist party. That'd be pretty lit. But, you know, who knows? But the hidden character stone has a lot of mystery surrounding it. No one knows who did it, or how it was carved, or, you know, or how it even appeared, and, you know, or even why it was carved, or why it even appeared, or even why it was carved the way it was carved, from left to right, like I said, in a mix of Chinese, you know, symbols. But they read out a clear message. Strange. You know, and like I said, they don't match any form of, like, traditional Chinese writing. Like, nobody in China really writes with, like, mixed symbols, like traditional and simplified Chinese like that, you know? So it was obvious, you know, it's obvious that it was on purpose type shit, you know? I don't know. Just It's one of history's mysteries, y'all. But until an archaeological expert looks at it, you know, I'm forced to assume that it's closer to a modern myth or a hoax than a historical anomaly or mystery. But like I be saying all the time, and like I be saying, time will tell. And like DJ Drama said, time is the best detective. You feel me? So, hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. Let me know in the comments your opinion on the hidden character stone. I can't even talk at the end. Goddamn. But let me know about your thoughts on the hidden character stone, or even a mystery or conspiracy I should cover in the future. Subscribe, click or tap the bell. Stay tuned because I got more hot content dropping soon. Follow me on Twitch, @the_elevated_gamer, ANTTHA_elevated_gamer. I'll be on Twitter and Snap, ANT_303. Instagram, agent_ANT303. All that. I'll be safe. Y'all be safe out here. Don't get smoked. And I'm out. Got like maybe a minute more left of the video. But I'm over here putting in that work. Catching dubs and shit. Trying to, at least. Man, I really fucking hated this game that full mount, man. This ain't no UFC game, bro. I hate the mount. Run and gun, fam. But, I don't know. Got a minute left. I'll just let y'all enjoy the video, though. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm out. For real, for real. Peace.